there, I'm Amy Connell. Welcome to Graced Health, the podcast for women who want simple and grace-filled ways to take care of themselves and enjoy a little chocolate in the process. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach who wants you to know your eating, movement, and body don't have to be perfect. You just need to be able to do what you're called to do. In today's episode of Ask the Trainer, we are talking about salty snacks. I have a girlfriend who had asked me recently, she was like, what are some of your favorite salty snacks? And I totally get it. Like sometimes we just need something salty. Even though I talk a lot about chocolate, I also really like salty. And if I had my druthers, and if it didn't matter at all, what I would really love to do is just dig into a bag of Lay's potato chips. And Ruffles, but I think I like the Lay's more, especially like when they cook and they kind of like fold over and you get a double crunch in one like that. Oh, that sounds so good to me. But those are salty and I just love the potato in it. And that's fantastic, but obviously not something that my body needs. It's totally carbolicious with a whole healthy dose of fat, but it's not healthy fats. And so that's one of those treats that I have, but definitely have them, but I try not to have them too much. I wanted to give you some of the ones that I enjoy today, and I would like to invite you to go over to the Graced Health Podcast Facebook group and let us know what I left out, because I'm only covering about three today, and I want to know what you love because, look, we all need, sometimes we find something and we're like, how did I live without these? And that is actually my first product or my first food that I want to share with you. This is my favorite one. So if you stop after this one, I'm okay with that because this one is the one that I love so much. It may not be a surprise to you if you've been with me for a while, but my very favorite salty, crunchy snack that I have almost every afternoon is the Good Bean brand roasted chickpeas. So these are just chickpeas and the ingredients are like chickpeas and oil and salt. And that's the one in the sea salt one. And obviously with the flavored ones, it gets into a little bit more ingredients. They have chili lime. There is a sweet sriracha and a classic hummus as well. So on Amazon, you can get a 6-count, and I think you get like 2 sea salts, 2 chili limes, 1 sweet sriracha, and 1 hummus, if I remember correctly. But those are so good. What I have discovered I really like doing is I'll get like a quarter cup. So 1 serving is quarter cup, and I'll get a quarter cup and fill it halfway with the sea salt and then halfway with the chili lime. And it's delicious. It's so good. Now, let me tell you about the nutrition facts on there because that is something you might be interested in. Now this is just for the sea salt ones, but I think these are pretty much the same. As I'm scrolling through here, I'm looking. Yes, it is. For 1 quarter cup, that is 120 calories. It's 3 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbohydrates, 5 of which are fiber. So it's really like 13 net carbohydrates, and then 6 grams of protein. So for me, for 120 calories, 6 grams of protein is totally winning. You can get all the other ones, but I think it's ironic that there's one that's called classic hummus because hummus is made from chickpeas. And I don't know why I find that humorous, but I do. That one's pretty garlicky. Just so you know, I tend to watch my garlic because it stays with me a while. So I don't like to eat that one as much, or if I am, I do it when I don't really care who I'm talking to because it sticks with me. So we'll just move on from there. Okay. Another crunchy, salty snack that I like that has less of a, holistic nutritional, offering, but it's still yummy, is popcorners. So basically this is like popcorn smashed into triangles, which sounds really weird, but it's delicious. I love them so much. And I actually got my son's girlfriend hooked onto these. Every time she comes over, she grabs them and I'm like, yes, I love it because I think they're so good. Now, one of the fun things about the popcorners is you can have 20 of these in 1 serving. I don't know about you, but sometimes I need like a lot of something to feel like it's really been valuable to me. The popcorners have 110 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 20 carbohydrates, 1 fiber, so less of the net carbs, and then 2 grams of protein, which totally makes sense, right? Like if it's made out of popcorn, it's not going to have very much protein. So don't expect a lot of protein with that, but those are really delicious. And again, I just like the sea salt ones. I think that they make some kettle cooked ones. There's some other varieties, but I just kind of go with the plain old sea salt. And then the last crunchy salty snack that I've really been enjoying a lot lately is the Siete brand tortilla chips. So the Siete brand is all grain-free. I actually found out about it from Brene Brown's podcast because they've got a really cool story about basically it's a family from Mexico or Mexican Americans, and one of the girls couldn't have grains. Well, tortillas is such a big component of the Hispanic culture, and so they really set out to find something that she could enjoy and created tortillas, which I love the tortillas. I like the cassava ones. There's also almond flour ones. That's just a little side note. But anyway, they have all kinds of grain-free items. So if you are a grain-free person, this is a really great option. You probably already know about it if you are. But they have, so for 15 chips, and the ones that I really like are the lime. I don't know what it is about the lime, but they're delicious. They have 130 calories, 7 grams of fat, so a little bit higher in fat, 19 grams of carbohydrates, 3 fibers, and 1 protein. So that one we're kind of getting a little bit lower down on the nutritional scale, but pair it with maybe some guacamole and then throw a little or a little protein in there, and then you've got a really nice, well-balanced snack. The other thing that I used to eat, and I don't anymore because I just can't do the cheese thing, which I don't remember if I talked about that on the last episode or not, but dairy just doesn't work very well for me. My friend Kristen did this. I think like when we were driving minivans and we had a million car seats in the cars. This was a long time ago, but she just got some ham and wrapped it in a mozzarella stick and ate it. And I was like, that is genius. That is brilliant. And what a great high protein snack. So that's another little bonus one. If you like that, I wish I could have that, but I can't because then my eyes get puffy and it messes with my stomach. Okay, I've gone over past for today. So I will just say go over to the Graced Health podcast Facebook group, links in the show notes. Let me know what you love. I want to know if there's something I need to have, if there's something that you love as much as I love my good beans. Okay, that is all for today. Go out there and have a graced day.